Mod check. Mod check. Welcome back.
Hello.
Welcome back, everyone. Back to the Modcast. It's been a while, but we're finally back. It's been a while. It's been what 2, 3 months, I believe. I think the last episode I posted was in November or October. But yeah, it's been a couple of months. I'm sorry for the dead silence, and I wasn't just able to get anything out. I've been kind of going around right now. I finally got a place situated. I got kicked out of my old place. So me and my family had to look for a new place, and we just been bouncing around places for a while. But we got it all situated now. I'm good. We should be bringing out modcast episodes per usual again. I don't know if I said this in the last episode, but we were supposed to have two a month until everything happened. So my goal is for two a month again. Hopefully, no promises because again, I'm still getting situated into this new place, but I'm gonna try my hardest to push out two a month. But I appreciate everyone's patience with me because I know it's been a little bit since I posted our last episode. But without further ado, I'd like to thank our special guest for this episode. Everyone, give a warm welcome to Yoza.
Hello, こんにちは。よろしくお願いします。
So yeah, you guys might hear me throughout the episode, calling him homie or Yoza. It's an alias used to have before. So this is a quick fun fact for you guys to don't know. But yeah, you guys will hear me talk a little bit about what has happened since I've been gone. Kind of some updates on the Discord because I know not everyone is in the Discord. So you'll be hearing stuff about that. We have some pretty exciting updates with the league that will be talked about later on. But how are you doing today, homie? How are we doing?
I'm doing good. Doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I just set up a TV in my room, so I actually got some entertainment in here. So
Nice.
it feels good.
I don't really I don't really watch TV. I just watch like anime and YouTube on my computer all the time. I haven't really touched the TV in so long.
But yeah, I usually like to stick like to watching stuff on my phone or on my computer, but I actually have the opportunity to. I actually have my own room now because fun fact, I I wasn't in my own room back then. I was sharing a room with my parents back then, so I had to deal with all of that. So I wasn't able to have my own stuff. Excuse me, but now I actually have my own room, so we're good to go. I have my TV, and whenever I'm just laying down in bed, I kind of just binge some anime. That's the one thing I'm excited for.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, is there anything going on right now that you want to share? Maybe.
I mean, this is going a little bit far back, but I finally graduated college in last May with a
Oh,
marketing degree.
congrats!
Yeah, I'm
Congrats!
finally done with school. I majored in marketing, minored in entrepreneurship.
Nice, dude. That's awesome. I
Yeah, I
didn't
know.
I didn't go to the college route. I did like 3 semesters, and I was kind of like, yeah, it's not working out for me. So I decided to work full time. But it's that's awesome. I did it was that was throughout the whole like start of COVID. So I didn't go to like the campus or anything. So I was kind of like all online. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, my during my college, like my entire junior year was online because of COVID, and
Yeah,
it was so bad. Like at the beginning, it's like online, you think it's nice, but like once you do it for the entire year, you want to go back in person.
yeah, understandable. I know it was very difficult online, and that's kind of why I was like, I kind of don't want to spend a lot of money and go in debt when like I'm probably not gonna do that well. So I'm like, I might as well help out my family a bit and like make some money for us. So
Yeah.
hopefully it works for me.
Anyways, yeah. After I graduated college, I went to like vacation to Japan, and then spent
Ooh.
6 months searching for a job afterwards.
You went to
It took
Japan. How
so
was
long.
that?
Japan was nice. I went to visit grandparents and visited family. Went to Universal Studios
Oh,
and like
nice.
went to the Hiroshima and went to like the atomic bomb memorial museum.
Oh, nice.
That was a little grotesque, but it's definitely some place that as like Japanese, it was nice to visit.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like I want to. I'm planning to at some point in my life to Japan. It's such a um cool place. Yeah, I'm very like I guess I'm trying to get more into culture and like I want to try to learn Japanese, but I know it's very difficult. Um,
Mm.
but it's something that kind of interests me and I'm kind of interested in. Um, I think it's very cool. I think the Japanese culture is awesome.
Yeah, and it's like Japanese is definitely like one of the probably hardest languages that anyone can learn.
Yeah.
There's just so much that you need to learn, and not even all the Japanese people know all the kanji or anything.
Well, yeah, I've heard about kanji, and I know kanji is very difficult. So I'm kind of like, if the Japanese people themselves are struggling with it, me coming into
Yeah.
this is going to be very, very difficult.
Yeah. But yeah, like that 6 months after my vacation to Japan of my unemployed time was like one of the best time of my life because I was just playing games,
No,
searching for jobs, and just watching anime and doing some like marketing certifications to like increase my knowledge.
yeah, just chilling out at home. I understand that. I understand that. I
But
remember,
yeah.
I remember because I started working, and because it was around the start of COVID, like I said, because I was around the time I dropped out of college, and I was kind of like, um, we would work maybe a couple times a week, if that, and it was like, holy shit, I have an excuse to just stay home and play games and just chill out and do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
But now I'm like stressed because I work in like the LA area and I moved out an hour north. So um I have to wake up early now and then I come back home late. So I'm kinda like, oh fuck. Like that's kind of one of the reasons why I've been a little bit away from like all of this stuff because I've been waking up at 6 o'clock and then coming back home at around like 8 or 9. So it's been very. I mean, we were supposed to record this episode 2 days ago, but I came home at like 9 o'clock my time, 9 PST, and I was kind of tired, and I didn't want to drag you into like recording an episode late your time. I was kind of like I
Yeah.
didn't want to
Yeah.
I didn't
I
want
was
to do that to you.
like, by the time we got home, it was like super late my time. So
Yeah, I didn't
yeah,
want to do that
I
to you,
didn't
so we had
want
to
to do it then
reschedule.
either. But
Yeah, yeah, I was kind of
it's
like,
not something you could have controlled on that day. So
yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, it kind of sucks, but at least we're here now, and I'll be able to publish the episode later today, which I'm excited for. I can't wait. I can't wait for the others to hear this. But there's been like a lot of big releases when it comes to games. Are there any latest releases that you've been playing?
no, not really. I haven't really been following other games releases that much really because whenever I search for games, I never know what I like to play. So
Hmm.
it's so hard for me to find something that I actually enjoy.
Yeah,
Because like I enjoy Rocket League, but like that's like separate niche, and there's really no game like it. But I do like sports stuff. But I think I did get what was it? I think just the Captain Tsubasa game just to try it out for a little bit.
yeah.
But for a little while it was okay, but after a while it just gets a little boring. But I'm still looking for new games to play because I don't know what genres I enjoy.
Captain, the football anime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Football, soccer,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm
For,
Hispanic, so like we say
yeah.
football, so it's kind of like I kind of say it. I don't have it, but
Yeah, just making sure for if there's an anime American viewers who don't call it football.
yeah, yeah. Those who are confused, it's not American football. Um, but yeah, it's awesome. I've heard about this the new Hogwarts Legacy game. I have a friend of mine who's been very addicted to that game, and I mean I've never watched like what's the fucking actual movie called Harry Potter. I've never watched like much Harry Potter. I think I've watched maybe like the first like 30 minutes of the first movie. And that's pretty much it. Like, it's not that it's not interesting or like boring to me, but it's just I don't know. I've just never gotten into it. But I've been seeing like a lot of clips and videos coming out about this new game, and it looks awesome. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna try it out or not, but it
Hmm.
looks awesome. I don't know if you've heard about it or like seen
No,
anything about it.
I haven't seen it. But yeah, other games I probably started playing was what was it? Oh yeah, not playing, but I played Pico Park with my friend. Just the two of us, just having some little casual fun.
That game is so rage inducing though when you have a huge group. Like I played with
Yeah,
a full 8 group back then in that game. It's so rage inducing when someone just messes up the whole thing. We have to start from the start all over again.
yeah, yeah.
Like I remember one where we had to like grab each other and like make a bridge so one person could cross and like to like press the button so like the actual bridge.
Oh yeah,
Um
yeah, yeah. Like the magnet.
yeah, and then um like I think we had to redo that like 10 or 11 times because someone would always like miss the grab and like we were almost at the end and we had to restart it all over again. It was just getting really annoying.
Yeah.
But it's also like one of those funny things because you're messing around realistically, you're not really like doing it seriously.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
even though it's like a
Yeah,
little upsetting, you're just like you're messing around with friends. So
yeah. Like when I play with my friend, I like sometimes just purposely mess it up on purpose, and just so that we restart it and last longer. And then originally, I was probably gonna like just play it and maybe like refund it since like probably when it wasn't gonna take too long, but I
mm.
ended up playing like over 2 hours,
Oh,
so couldn't even do
unlucky.
that.
Unlucky. Unlucky. But we were talking about um the Japanese culture and everything.
hmm
Going into that end, are there any animes you're watching right now? Like this new
Uh,
season, past seasons, like the last season. I know there's been some pretty good ones recently.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm a like big fan of like sports anime, so I've like watched a bunch of sports anime. So like
Blue
the
Lock.
main one I was watching is Blue Lock. Yeah,
Yep,
yeah, yeah.
yep. That's a really good one. I haven't kept up with like the last 2 or 3 episodes, but um,
Oh,
yeah, I've been a little bit behind. I've been watching a lot of what anime am I watching right now? I was rewatching Black Clover with a friend of mine. Um, um, I've just been bouncing around animes really. I haven't been watching like a singular one. I've just been bouncing around a bunch of different ones. Kind of waiting for the episodes of Blue Lock to build up a little bit more so I can just binge all of them. But yeah, I'm a little bit behind on like the last 2 or 3 episodes, but it's a great anime.
yeah, it is a great anime. I actually watched the newest episode today, and I'm not gonna spoil anything for you, but
Oh,
I don't know if you read manga or anything, but
not
I
read
don't
the
want to
manga.
spoil anything. So, but new episode was, I mean, obviously like all sports animes like has like the fillers, so it was mostly a filler.
It
So
was mostly a filler episode.
yeah, but the episode before the newest one was a good episode.
I mean, it
So
makes
I think
sense. Like an anime like Blue Lock is kind of like something where like it's a sports anime, so you're gonna expect like 3 episodes for one singular match. So it's kind of like after like those like back to back to back like intensity episodes, you kind of need just like 1 or 2 like relax episodes where it's like some side story or like some canon
yeah,
stuff where it's
like
just
side story,
relaxed.
backstory.
Yeah, no, even though like it's cool to see all these action packed episodes and like animations and stuff, you kind of need a
hmm
break too because then it's sometimes just it's overwhelming and exhausting to some extent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Any
besides Blue
other
Lock,
animes? Besides Blue Lock, I've been watching like My Hero and like Buddy Daddies, which is yeah. I don't know if you know about Buddy Daddies, but which is like
no,
the
I've
Spy Family. It's like Spy Family basically.
yeah, I know, I see it. I see when the episodes come out, but I don't. I've not really watching too many animes of this new season just yet. Like I'm kind of waiting. I'm kind of weird where I like to let episodes build up and then I watch it all in one go. But
Mm,
it depends because if it's an anime I really enjoy, like if the first episode catches me and I'm like really into it, then I'll watch it every week. Um, but if not, then I'd like let it build up a little bit and then binge a lot of it in one go.
yeah, I'm like kind of like the opposite. I like watch it like every time a new episode come out. If it comes out during the week, I'll probably still watch it over the weekend since I don't have time during the week since I work full time now.
Yeah.
So I usually just on Saturday just binge watch all the different anime, currently airing animes at once.
Yeah, I mean, um, because I'm not like really the one um who's driving on the way to work, so I kind of have like a couple like 2 or 3 hours to kill, like on the way there and on the way back, like total. So I watch anime in like the meantime. So I've been
Hmm.
really into when it comes to this season of anime. Um, what's the name of the name of the anime? Uh, hold on. Like it's I don't remember the name of the anime, but the whole premise about it is there's four people who have been like betrayed by by loved ones or by people they've like really trusted, and
Hmm.
it's kind of like it's, it's not an isekai. Um, thankfully, I thought it was gonna be an isekai when I first started. I mean, I like isekais, but a lot of them are very mid. Um,
Yeah.
but there's definitely a couple good ones. But this is not an isekai anime. It's about these four people that have different backstories. They were betrayed by someone they trusted, or like someone like a loved one, and so they don't trust like anyone at all. But they end up all meeting one night by accident, and they like tell each other their past stories, and um they end up deciding to like form a guild, and
Mm.
um so like it goes to like the whole um thing of like them slowly starting to trust each other. But at the start of the anime, it specifically says this is how I don't remember what their guild name is called, but this is how they save the world or some shit like that. So
Mm.
you know, in the future, we'll, if they make more seasons, then we'll see how they save the world. But I don't know. I've been really into that one because it's kind of like a funny anime in a way. It's like
Hmm.
not all about action, but it's a little there's action scenes for sure, but there's some silly moments, and I'm pretty into like those like slice of life and like just like funny animes.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I enjoy like slice of life too, and I think I also, I mean, I might get judged for this, but I know I've watched Rent a Girlfriend romance animes like rom coms, and I kind of enjoy those too.
I That is a probably a guilty pleasure of mine. I love like the rom coms and romance animes. I've been watching quite a bit recently. Um, I think Rent a Girlfriend is a pretty good anime. I enjoy that one. I enjoy Rent a Girlfriend. I think the second season was a little slower on when it came to story compared to the first season. But I mean, I think earlier this week or last week we got the announcement for season three, like the teaser.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm pretty excited for that. But I've been watching I'm watching quite a bit of rom coms. I'm watching Fell in Love, so I proved it wrong, some shit like that. I think is what the title called.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Science Fall Love, but I proved it wrong. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen that one, but
yeah, I'm watching that right
I don't
now.
think I've seen all of it, but I think I've watched part of it. Like I might go back to it. I like stopped watching it for a bit because it wasn't getting interesting after a while, but
Yeah,
I might go back to it.
yeah. So I watched that one, and then I watched Quintessential, which
Yeah, yeah. Everyone
everyone
was
says
working essential.
everyone says that he chose the worst girl, but I think honestly she's like top three for me.
She's top three for me too.
Like I think it's because like I don't know why people don't like her, but I don't know. I like how she's always like been supportive of him since the very start, and she's like this super cheerful person. I like all the other girls. Like
Hmm.
I don't know.
Cheerful, like energetic.
I don't know. I think she's definitely top three. But everywhere I go, everyone says, "Oh, he chose the worst girl."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I've been recently watching like, anime TikToks a lot, and like a lot of times when that came up, yeah, everyone's saying worst girl.
I
Worst girl
don't
got
understand
chosen.
it.
It should have been someone else.
I don't understand it. I think she's top three. And I mean, you go through like the whole lore of it and how she ends up being the girl he met like 5 years prior, right? I think it was like
Yeah,
5 years
yeah,
or
yeah. I
so.
think 5 years prior, it was like
Yeah,
the exact same girl that he met, and he at that point he didn't know that
he,
there were five of them.
yeah. I mean, I think just that scene alone kind of was a foreshadowing to everything. But of course, no one can really tell who it was because they all had the exact same. They looked all
Exact
the
same
exact
hairstyle.
same.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
literally all looked the exact same until they decided to change. So it's kind of hard to tell, but I mean, that's kind of like a sneaky way for the author to sneak in some like, oh, this is who he's gonna choose in the future. But moving on from anime, I want to start moving more into like um kind of what the podcast is about, kind of like the more Rocket League side and like Discord side. Um, I want to touch on something first before we move on to that. Um, how was your experience in becoming a mod, and how is it now that you're a mod?
Well, my experience was just being basically being mod with like with all OGs back in the old days, and like being mod is great. I've been trying to be more active now that I got my full time job, and like I. At first, I didn't think I was gonna have time to even get on the Discord as much, but
Yeah.
after getting used to my job and coming home, I come home around like 6 p.m. my time. So after that, I usually try to get on and then eat dinner, and I'm able to get on. So
Hmm.
I've been trying to be more active, and it's a cool experience. Just meeting all the community members and just having a blast with all the mods, and all the mods are chill, and it's very fun to hang out with. Even just talking to everyone is nice.
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree. I mean, we're kind of missing on a mod night, and I mean the other mods who might be listening, you guys know. So we got to set one up again because those are always fun. But we do them once in a blue moon, so we got to set one of those up again. But
Yeah,
oh
we
yeah,
definitely do
definitely.
that. Isn't McFizz still gone mod right now?
Yeah, he's still God mod, and we the last time we did a
Yeah,
mod
that's
night
been
was
a
like months
while.
ago. It's been months. I swear it was the start of last year. I think he's gonna about to hit a year since he's been God mod.
I
Yeah.
wonder how many DMs he's got. It's probably not that much anymore, but
No, I mean whenever the one time I was God mod for like 2 months, I didn't get like a single DM.
yeah, because when we used to start God mod, like everyone just started DMing only the God mod and no one else, and yeah, they would get so many DMs about like mod questions or that just other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean like I remember when the Discord was before it was, his YouTube server, when it was like his tournament server. I
Hmm.
remember like you remember that? Like it was his tournament
Yeah,
server.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
he decided to take over Prod's like tournaments and
Draft tournaments. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and become it his own. And that's kind of like one of the reasons why I brought that back was because it was something that, as I've said like before in some and I believe in the episode with McFizz, I said that it's just something that we did back then that I really enjoyed, and I feel like spreading it out to more people is a good thing because they get to meet new people, just have fun with those people, make new friends. It's definitely a fun experience.
Yeah, back then it was definitely really fun doing those draft tournaments and doing the tournaments after Wayton took over, and it's definitely a fun time. Everyone gets to improve, and everyone gets to meet new people, and it was a great time overall.
Yeah. So talking about Wayton, um, you met him in RLCS a couple months ago, or was it last year? I believe it was last year, right?
Yeah, it
Last year
was
before.
last year's in August
Yeah. So I was
at
meeting him.
Worlds in Fort Worth. It was really nice to meet him. Got to watch an entire series with him. I think it was the game before Furia versus Moise. I think it was BDS Carmen Corps, but I'm not sure which game it was. But definitely was nice meeting him. Got to also meet some other mods. Got to meet Soj and McFizz, as well as McFizz's other friends, and also got to meet community members like Shadow and Draw, and Shadow's league organizer now. But yeah, definitely a fun experience meeting them. Got a picture with Wayton himself, as well as like other content creators and pros and casters like Danger Taco, Verge, T. Carell, Jorby, Ahmed, AJ, and others, which are all mostly on my Twitter. And I even got to meet my APAC idol, Realize, which was I love that. I searched for like
Awesome.
all 3 days of the arena area, like the last 3 days.
That's awesome, honestly. I mean, uh, because um we've known Wayton for quite a while. I mean, I haven't met him yet, um,
Yeah, but you've known him for a while.
but we've known him for quite a while. So I think it's pretty awesome to meet someone that you've known for online for quite a while. Just meet them in person and like actually hang out with them. I think that's a very cool experience. But I mean, that's awesome that you had a good time. You met so many people. It's something that I think it was the one in was it the one in LA or no? It was or was
No,
that
no, no. Which one?
which one was that OCS? Was it?
The one that I met Wayton.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fort Worth, in
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Texas.
Yeah, in Texas. Yeah, you're right. It was in Texas. Yeah. Then the next one was in LA, and the venue was like 30 minutes away from where I lived back then,
Mm,
and I ended up not going because that week I worked from like 5 to 7 because I had to wake up extra early, and I was not about to just like miss out that week because they really needed me for the job. So
hmm
I wasn't gonna miss out on the week, and I couldn't meet any. I could because I know Waiting went, and I know like a couple of like my other like Rocket League friends that I knew from back in the day went, and it kind of sucks not be able to be any of them, but um it is what it is. But
Yeah, that Worlds that I went to was my first time ever going to like a Worlds major or like a LAN event,
uh
like a pro level LAN event. So it was really fun, and um, McFizz, uh, McFizz's friends and Soja and I like, hanged out a lot. We even had like lunch together. Since I live in Texas, so I just drove over there, like drove 40 minutes every day to go over there. But it was worth the drive. And I even got realized to wish me happy birthday because that was the following day after I met him was my birthday. So
well, I mean that's probably awesome since you said that you look up to him and like he's that's probably like awesome meeting someone that uh you look up to, and then they wish you a happy birthday because it's something that's pretty special. I mean, I know not everyone celebrates their birthdays or they're not a big fan of it, but if you are, like, you know how awesome it is to kind of get someone that you really look up to or really care for, and they get to wish you a happy birthday. It's very meaningful.
oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Also, I even told him my Twitter handle, and he was like he recognized it because I usually replied to his tweets in Japanese sometimes,
Oh,
and
that's
he
awesome.
like he was like he saw the name and he recognized it. I'm like, oh, nice.
Yeah, I
But
mean, like, kind of like being like um one of one of the few maybe that actually comment to him in Japanese. So you kind of like, oh, that he knows Japanese, and then being able to just like put the two and two together, and he's like, oh yeah, I know who you are. Like, man, that's probably a
yeah.
very um I guess like a nice feeling where it's kind of like, oh, they actually know me. That's pretty cool.
It's not really a surprise, but he was also saying that I was like the first Japanese person that he's met. So after he came over here, so that was nice. It was nice talking to him in Japanese. We just had a little fun conversation with him, and yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Honestly, I mean, again, I wish it's I've never been to like a LAN event like that for like any type of game. That's something
Mm.
I want to experience because I've heard that it's very fun, mostly if you're going with friends or like meeting up with friends there. So it's something I definitely want to get into. And if there's another event like near, I'm pretty sure the next one. There's gonna be an event in like San Diego, right?
Yeah, yeah. The next major is in San Diego, I believe.
Yeah, and I'm McFizz said it like if enough of his friends goes, he was gonna go, and I plan to go if he's gonna go. So, I hope we can see some familiar faces out there for sure. Maybe he'll
Yeah,
join the Discord, maybe
I
some mods.
kind of wanted to go too, but like at that point, I'm not sure if I can take time off of work. So because I'm still new, so I don't know if I'll be able to take time off. But I really wanted to go there as well. But maybe if another major happens to be close by in the US, I might have to go then as well.
Yeah, we'll see. But uh, I would like to take a second to thank as always, um, Wayton Discord server for sponsoring the modcast. Um, Again, if you aren't a part and you're listening, and you play Rocket League, the Wayton Discord is a Discord that welcomes everyone. We play draft tournaments, and we have a league that will be coming up hopefully soon. But that link is available in the description. I found out last time how to put it for Spotify users, so Spotify users should have it in the description as well. But also on the YouTube side, it's in the description. Feel free to join. It's a pretty active community, and like I said, we host draft tournaments, and we'll hopefully have a league soon. The draft tournaments are now twice a month. By the way, well, I was going to talk about that later, but I'll just say it now. The draft tournaments are now twice a month, so we hold them twice a month instead of once a month. And it's been getting some love from the community. So again, if you play Rocket League and you're not already a part of the Wayton Discord server, the join link will be in the description. We welcome you with open arms, and yeah, hope to see you in the drafts or the links. Anyways, I want to move on to the segment where I've been doing it. I tried it out last podcast with McFizz. Um, Kind of like a dedicated moment for a trivia. So I'll ask you some questions.
McFizz was the
Oh,
first
was it
episode.
McFizz? Oh, I'm sorry. Holy crap, Mobags. I'm so sorry, Mobags. Last last episode with Mobags, I tried this out with him. And I plan to do this with all my guests. Kind of have like a themed trivia. Ask like maybe like 3 or 4 questions, and see how it is. Just a fun little mini game in the middle of the episode. But this time the topic will be Rocket League. Um, I might add in an anime question if I can think of one on the spot, but
Oh god,
mainly
I don't know about anything.
it'll be something related to one of the animes that we talked about earlier. But
Mm.
um first question: who was the winner of the very first uh Rocket League Championship Series?
Oh god, I wasn't playing Rocket League back then. Uh, I don't even know. I don't remember what my two names.
If you can name you can name if you don't know the name of the team, you can just list out the players. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you
I
anyway.
probably don't even know the players. 'Cause I wasn't. I don't think I started following until like in the later seasons. Wait, how was it? I by Power, Kronovi.
Final answer?
I can't think of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's I Buy Power. I Buy Power won the first RLCS LAN. Was I think that was here in LA as well. I kind of regret not going to that one because yeah, it's a pretty monumental like event that happened, like kind of like the very first one. But yeah, um, my next question: what is it's kind of recent, kind of I guess wouldn't say Rocket League related, but it's Rocket League related, but it's not like in game related. What is Wayton's recent video about? Sorry, I forgot to add that again.
The most recent one,
Yes,
he, the one that he premiered.
today.
Yeah. the full story of the Rocket League bot
Yeah.
uh bot invasion.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to sneak that one in there for promo. Everyone, go watch that video. Go watch that video again. I'm gonna link his YouTube in the description. So if you
Oh,
don't watch it, just go watch that video. I had to
I
sneak
know
that
the
question in
title,
there.
but I'm a bad mod because I've been watching animes. So I haven't watched it
I
yet.
haven't watched it either. I haven't watched it either. I haven't watched it either. Don't worry. I haven't watched it either. I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
I'll get to it today too.
I'll get to it. Oh my god. Okay. Next question. What MMR range is GC in threes? Like, what is the start of GC in threes?
The start of GC,
Yes. Like the second you hit the MMR, you're GC.
1535, I believe.
1535?
Wait, 1435. Oh my god.
There you go. There you go. You're right.
I was
1435.
thinking 1535 because I think my I was like my MMR right now is 1520 or something like that. So I was thinking that MMR. God damn.
You got it right. 1435. Okay. Last question. What is a reward that Rocket League gives you if you find a glitch in the game?
Oh man, oh man. Well, it's not. Oh my god, is it reward for a glitch? I don't pay attention to this stuff. uh, can't be Alpha Boost.
If that was the case, everyone would be searching for glitches
Yeah,
in the game.
know. Was it like a special title?
No, I haven't kept up with it recently, but I don't know if they still do it now. But it was something that was very popular, like before free to play.
Yeah, I have no idea.
The white hat.
Oh, the White House. Yeah, I would not have. I would not have guessed that because I don't. I remember like listening about that, but yeah, I would not have got that. The
Yeah,
White Hat. I forgot. That was completely out of my mind. When I think of like old stuff, I just think Alphabet.
yeah. You think alpha items? Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, something that um the devs will reward people for like finding glitches, like game breaking glitches, and like reporting it to them. Like they would reward the people with an untradeable white hat. So it became a very like sought out item for a bit. But thank you for participating in the trivia. You did pretty well. Um, talking
Yeah,
about
my Mario trivia knowledge isn't great. That's all I do is play the game.
talking about Rocket League. I like to ask everyone this question, and I know it's getting kind of repetitive, so I'm sorry for the listeners and the viewers. But I just like to ask everyone who comes on for the first time, um, what are your thoughts on the current state of Rocket League?
My thoughts on current state of Rocket is like they're doing a good job of like keeping like the existing players, but nothing really with new trying to get new players into playing Rocket League, and like I feel like the game's just stagnant without any like good changes or anything. And like the Rocket Pass was a nice addition, but I would like to see more of stuff like during the season because like once the Rocket Pass is out and the new season starts, like there's really no other changes. And I think what I think would help was like more like themed events like a Frosty Fest or like Haunted Hollows stuff and more cosmetic item stuff.
Yeah, I'm a very big person when it comes to like cosmetics, so I definitely agree with that. And I feel like cosmetics is one of the things that kind of people look for because it's kind of like a game where you got to customize your car however you want, and not like exactly however you want, but you can change the wheels, the boost, the decal. You can do a lot when it comes to customizing your cars. I feel like that's definitely something. And I think talking about cosmetics, I think that's a very I think it's very awesome with the rewards that they're bringing out. I think that's a very good change in the rewards. Kind of instead of going for the super flashy stuff that they usually go for, they kept it simple. Because I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if you've seen the rewards, but I think they're probably the best wheel rewards that we've gotten so far. Keeping it more simple. It just makes them look more clean. And I so far have seen nothing but support when it comes to community. Everyone's saying, yeah, this is a very good reward, and hopefully they keep like looking at it and thinking we don't have to do flashy stuff all the time, and maybe keep it a little bit simple.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I just looked it up right now. And, yeah, these do look plain. It's like I personally enjoy all the simple stuff as well.
Yeah,
Like I think my main preset that I'm using right now is like a crimson sakura decal.
we've been running that decal for a while now. It's been a while. You've
Yeah, I just really enjoy enjoy sakura, and I want to like go see uh sakura flowers in Japan. But since I've only been to Japan over the summers, since like that's when summer break is, and that's the only time I've been able to go to Japan. But I
yeah,
would like to see a sakura. Oh, speaking of sakura, I actually got like a sakura desk mat just now, like recently.
the character or like
No,
the
no,
tree,
no, no,
like a tree.
the flower, like the just flowers.
Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. I was like, hold on.
No, 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 yeah, the flowers, flowers.
Yeah, okay.
I'm talking about the flowers. Yeah, yeah. Not the character.
I mean, that's awesome. I think Sakuras are probably like, I think they're one of my favorite, like true, like the Sakura tree and all that. I think they're very beautiful, and the way they depict them in like anime and stuff is very nice for sure.
Yeah, always in that Sakura season, new school year in Japan. So it's always depicted like a slice of life, like school type animes.
Yeah, 100%. But continuing with kind of like the thoughts uh of Rocket League and the current state, I do agree with you on them captivating current players, but not the newer players. I don't think they're really like pushing new big content out for people to really enjoy. Like you have the game modes that have, like the American football one, the grid, what is it,
The
the
gridiron.
gridiron, and then one of my favorite ones that was a while ago. The one it was like kind of like the free for all
The
brawl
knockout game.
one, the knockout game. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that was probably like one of the best game modes we've gotten in a while. Been super. I remember playing that one with Wayton and couple other couple other friends, and we were playing that one, and I had such a good time with that one. But I feel like they should definitely add. And I know it's difficult to like come up with like an original type of game mode, but I feel like they should try to kind of like add more of them throughout the for the game, because I stuff like that definitely interests new players and kind of
Mm-hmm.
lets them get used to the game, and then if they decide to branch out, they'll branch out more into like competitive and just like the regular aspect of the game. But they're kind of I definitely agree that when it comes to content, Rocket League's not doing enough to push out new content that could interest new players.
Yeah, like I think those extra game modes, like the knockout and like gridiron, can also interest like the casual players who don't want to really play competitively and just have fun with their friends and just play along, just play the game for fun without having to worry about like MMR loss. Even though obviously there's MMR and casual and everything,
Yeah,
but no one really cares about those casual MMR. So, but I remember Ban in his Modcast with Shorty, he mentioned volleyball. Like they have like a volleyball in the game, like a beach ball in the game. Why not?
oh
They can
yeah,
just add it. Like, what's the point of having the beach ball without having a volleyball game mode?
yeah, no, yeah, I think that's something that I've been looking for quite a while. It's kind of like a volleyball game, and I think that's something they should definitely look to implementing. Um, because again, like you said, they have a literal beach ball programmed into the game that works like a beach ball, yet somehow they don't add a volleyball game mode, and it's been something that's been kind of like the Rocket, like the OG Rocket League players have kind of been like used to ask for back then, because we have hoops. Kind of makes sense that next would kind of be volleyball after they added the beach ball, but we just haven't seen it
Hmm.
yet.
Yeah, and they also have like the Salty Shores map. I prefer the night version,
Oh,
but
100%. 100%.
uh, also, I think those extra game modes like Gridiron Knockout, like you can't even play them in custom private matches. Like, why not just you added it into the game and you have it limited time? Something. Why not just put it in the private matches as well, to just so that people can have fun with it, like in private matches. Like you can't even play it without. You can play Heat Secret, I think.
Yeah, Heat Seeker. I know there's the ball mode for Heat Seeker. I'm pretty sure.
Hmm. But not like the knockout game mode or like Gridiron,
Gridiron,
which they've already implemented in the game before.
which I think have been like kind of like the most hyped game modes, are those two, like the Gridiron one and the Knockout one. I do think that they're kind of letting go of that opportunity of just, if they're gonna keep it like a limited event, they should at least like leave it into private matches. So if you just
Yeah.
want to revisit it with some friends, um, in some privates, and I feel like that should definitely be done,
Hmm.
and not kind of like keeping them as eventing, because I mean the Gridiron one happens whenever there's
Football,
like a
American
American
football.
football like event going on. Then you'll see the Gridiron one. But besides that, it's just completely gone, and then people probably even forget about it until it comes back up again. And it's like an event that you could get rewards for. But besides that, it's kind of just forgotten until it reemerges
Hmm.
for
Yeah,
an event.
like other than game, like extra game modes, I was thinking they really need to do something about like blueprints. Like
Yeah.
no one buys those expensive like blueprints and opens them unless you're like Pickle Pixel and like have so much money where you can just open a bunch of them at one time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. 100%. I mean, um, I think I think it wasn't a horrible idea removing crates, but blueprints is just not um I guess like, because I'm pretty sure the whole reason they removed crates was because of the whole gambling thing,
Whole
and
game
how
winning, yeah, yeah.
a lot of countries like have like gambling banned or something like that. So that's kind of like the reason why they removed it and decided to replace it with blueprints. Which, I mean, at first it seemed like a pretty cool idea, because you can just obtain items for free, and if you wanted to craft them, you can. But the whole opening a crate and everything is, I'm sure it's addicting, but it gives you such a rush that you feel you're kind of like, oh, what am I gonna get? What am I gonna get? And it gets you excited to get an item like that. And sure, they have that now with like the free crates, like the very rare drops and like the rare drops, but it's just not as exciting as it was before. And I think some kind of like content addition to that would kind of like, I know it's difficult to implement because it's the whole uh adding something like a crate without making it gambling is very difficult. Um, but if they could add something like that, I think it'd definitely be interesting in the aspect of like cosmetics, because you back then the craze was crate openings. I don't know if you remember, but back
Yeah.
then the craze was crate openings. Like it was every week there would be a Rocket League YouTuber that would post a crate opening, and it would get views because
Hmm.
it was something so exciting. Even if you were watching someone else open crates, it was something that was exciting.
Yeah, I used to buy keys myself and open crates, and I think I even made like a video that I have on my channel that's unlisted right now because it was a while back. But I was opening crates, and I remember opening like a OG heat waves and just having an insane reaction back then because it was like a pretty nice item back then when keys was still existed.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like for example, like you just said, the heat waves. I mean, you get excited for something like that, but then let's say you get a heat wave blueprint, um, just by trading up, or like you get it for after a game, um, you're just not as excited. You're just like, oh, it's there. I can craft it. if I want to. But I mean, realistically,
It's
the ones on
it's
the market
realistically
are
it's
cheaper.
cheaper. Yeah, to just trade for it.
Yeah, so
Uh,
it kind of removed that whole aspect of obtaining cosmetics, which I mean, I don't. Again, like I said, I don't really blame them for it because I mean, there's not much you can do. But in that end, but I mean, like it's the whole excitement of opening a crate and wondering what you're gonna get out of it is kind of removed from um along with removing crates, and it kind of sucks to see.
Yeah, like one idea I had about like blueprints is like if you got like five of the same blueprints, you could trade it up and get the item, but it would be just untradeable.
Yeah, I definitely think something like that, um, kind of a way to craft them for free, because I know that because obtaining credits is not super difficult, but it's very time consuming.
hmm
If you're like free to play and you're not spending any money at all in the game, it's very difficult to obtain credits. So I feel like giving the people like that who are just playing the game to have fun and on the side getting cosmetics, kind of giving them a free way to obtain cosmetics is a good idea.
Yeah, like the Rocket Pass, like if you have the credits, you can get premium Rocket Pass and for 1,000 credits and you get all your credits back. But for those free to play people who don't want to spend any money, you can't really obtain those Rocket Pass premium items.
Yeah, yeah. So they kind of just miss out on all of that stuff, and they're very limited when it comes to obtaining just regular cosmetics overall. So I think it's something that should be looked into. Um,
I definitely think it's something I looked into as well.
like just a way to obtain cosmetics a little bit easier. When it comes to like the free to play side of things, and maybe adding a somehow. And I mean, again, like I'm saying this like if I'm a dev or something, and I know it's very difficult to implement stuff like that, like programming it. But like I said, there was so much hype to create videos and crates back then that I feel like if they add something like that, it would bring some hype again to like cosmetics and stuff, and like you would see more hype overall when it comes to doing stuff like that. But like I talked about briefly earlier on, I was talking about during like the middle of the episode, I was talking about the draft tournaments in the league. I do want to elaborate a little bit more on that before we end this off. Um, like I said before, the draft tournaments is something that me and McFizz and we have some helpers. We actually have Yoza here who's occasionally helping us out. Um, it's a tournament that we hold twice a month now, um, where you can just sign up the day of, and we'll announce it. We'll make sure we announce it like a week before and like a couple nights beforehand, just to make sure that everyone knows that there's one happening. Um, you just sign up, join the Discord. That when we announce that you're good to go, and we'll have a list of captains. Those captains get to choose who they want in their team. So sure, the captains could re-choose who they want, but we do randomized order, so not everyone is gonna have the same team every week. You got to play with new people every week, meet new people, make some friends, um, and just overall have a good time. So that's just something that, as I said before, I've always wanted to bring back the enjoyment of just playing with people you've never played with, and just have a good time. Realistically, playing against people and just kind of having like a little bit of trash talk between each other, being like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat you this week," or just it's definitely a good experience.
Trash talk and banter,
Yeah,
just
it's
all your friends.
yeah. I mean, it's a good time. It's meant to be a good time. So um, yeah, it's just something that we've always wanted, and we're very happy to be able to get enough helpers out to where we can now host it twice a week. So like I said, again, just feel free to come by if you're not already a part of the Discord and join up. But we host them quite frequently now that it's twice a month. So um feel free to join by. It's a very, very fun experience. If you don't enjoy it, then um I mean, I don't know what else to say to you, but
I don't
I
know
mean,
what else to say.
I don't know
I
what else
just
to say,
don't
but
join again.
I mean,
but
but it's definitely something that if you play Rocket League, and we welcome you. So just feel free to join up. And when it comes to the side of the league, um, it's been a little slow. The last league we had was last year, and again, it's completely separate from the draft. The draft is kind of like a off season type thing, and the league is kind of like the season if we're like related to sports. Kind of like the draft is the off season, and then you have the league being the main season, and that you do join with people you want to team up with, and you just it's a whole tournament. We're still figuring out everything when it comes to that, and we're still talking about it, and we're hoping we can push this out. I don't have a date because we don't even know yet,
yeah,
but we're hoping we can push this out sometime soon, so that everyone gets to play with people they want to play with, and just again have a good time. I mean, I don't remember if we did we do rewards last time? Do you remember?
no, I don't think so.
But
But I do want to add like a small prize pool, but I'm not sure yet because I feel like having a small prize pool will incentivize more people to join.
yeah, yeah. So again, just like we said, we're still talking about the about everything about when it comes to the league, and we're still deciding what's gonna happen. We do plan on having another league, but again, it's just something that the first one everyone enjoyed, but there's so much that we need to improve upon, that it's just we can't just bring it back automatically or right away, and not expect those same issues to arrive that happened last time. We're kind of just working on all of that, and we'll see. Hopefully it comes back soon. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know when, but hopefully we.
Yeah, it's like constant improvement, trying to make it to the best that we can to make it flow as smooth as possible.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's all for me. Do you have anything you want to talk about before we end this off?
I mean, have you been watching any RLCS?
Um, not not at all. I mean, when it comes to like the Rocket League scene, I guess I've been pretty distant. I've been playing different games besides Rocket League. I've been playing Rocket League every once in a while just so I don't get rusty. Um, but when it comes to Rocket League, I've kind of been distant. I've been playing other games. If I'm not just coming home from work and falling asleep, I've been playing just other games. So I've been a little bit distant from Rocket League. Um, not by choice, but it's just I guess I've been consumed by other games. But no,
I see.
I haven't watched much RLCS or stuff like that.
Like, I think you mentioned like who's your favorite team?
I
Did you have
mentioned
one?
it. I mentioned it in the episode with McFizz. I think my favorite team is probably either I don't know if all the same teams still exist from a couple months ago. Um,
Yeah.
but I really enjoy FaZe. Um, I enjoyed FaZe. I can't say I enjoy now because I don't watch much RLCS, but I enjoyed a lot of FaZe, and I'd probably say they were my favorite team. But
Yeah,
what about
yeah.
you? Do you have like a favorite team that like?
Well, if we're going off of NA,
Hmm.
my favorite team would probably be like Version One because I used to love the Cloud9 roster of Squishy, Gimmick, and Torment. Like I've been a fan of Cloud9 since like their season 8 lower bracket run. That was the best thing, the best thing I watched, and I watched
Yeah,
it with friends while I was in college. But I love their I even love their playstyle now with Beast Mode, Calm, and Torment. It's just all around like more of like uh, whoever I wouldn't say counter attack because now they added beast mode, but they are more of a counter attack where they team where they uh, defend more and just go off of counter attack and just off the Wayton's principle of score defending a goal more than scoring more. So like the less goals you get scored on, the better chance if you have winning because then you have to just score one goal.
yeah, yeah. It's
But
when it comes to
yeah,
that end, what was I gonna say? I'm losing my train of thought. Back then when I used to watch a bit of RLCS, I V1 was definitely one of the more entertaining teams definitely to watch. Because of the reasons you stated. Um, but yeah, I mean they were definitely a good team, and I know also I believe Wayton like supports V1 as well. He's a pretty big supporter of V1.
Yeah, and like them as a org was really nice too. I got a free shirt from them as well at Worlds, which was nice. And they joined their like version one like get together at a place
Sick.
called Taco Heads, and I think McFizz and Drav and them went as well. And that was nice meeting a couple of V1 people. Saw Torment's parents, which was nice. And they're all the parents who are in the professional scene are very supportive of everyone, which is a good thing to have.
I wish,
And
bro.
which I think like more like parents would support like esports, because when people think esports, it's like it's bad. It's bad for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Well, I mean, parents just think gaming all day, nothing productive, not supporting. But there is a whole mainly nowadays with gaming being so huge around the world. Um, esports is something that you can actually make a career out of. So I think it's just because like the older generations that didn't have this technology and stuff, they don't understand. But hopefully we start seeing some parents be more supportive about it, because you can make a career out of it. And um it's very difficult with so many people competing to be better than the others. But you know it's definitely something you can make a career out of. So hopefully we see
Hmm.
some more parents, because I know my parents aren't super supportive of stuff like that, but um, I know others are, and it's great to see, because it gives you as a player a boost and like confidence.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, well, that's my NA favorite team, but my overall favorite team is obviously the team with Realize on it and Elevate now. With yeah, that's my favorite overall favorite team. So obviously, for the reasons of me looking up to
Yeah,
Realize
we
and
realize.
him having Kami and Richard. So, but definitely would want to see them go like worlds and like actually not be last.
Oh no, that's painful to watch, really, since you look up to. Oh no.
Uh, but I also like there's a also like a freestyling team, Japanese freestyling team called like Team Bloom, which they have their own YouTube channel, which I sometimes watch as well. But yeah, that's yeah.
That's all we got.
Yeah. I was,
It sounded like you were gonna keep going there, so I was like, you can
yeah,
keep going,
yeah,
or
yeah. I don't know. Do you have any? I don't have any more.
no, that's pretty much all the topics that I have written down here. So on that note, we're gonna end off this episode of the Modcast. Again, um, I'm sorry, and thank you everyone for the patience. We're finally back, and hopefully we'll bring out another episode this month. I still gotta see who's willing to come on with me, but we'll see. And I'd like to thank um Yoza here for jumping on for the episode. I really appreciate it. Sorry to take time off your day and having to reschedule this to today.
Yeah,
But
yeah, all good. Thanks for having me on this episode of Modcast, and definitely be down to uh, come again on another episode with other mods, and just have a chat more of with other mods as well, instead of a one-on-one.
yeah, for sure. I wanna try to expand how many people. I kind of want to go through uh everyone at least once,
Hmm.
and then kind of see if I can bring a group thing to where we have multiple mods on. But first I kind of want to go through uh just kind of like everyone individually, maybe bring on two people at a time, but then I want to try to plan for a group thing. So we'll
Yeah,
see how
a
that
group
goes.
thing would be nice.
But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyways, thanks everyone again for listening or watching the modcast. with me as the host, Reb, and Yoza as the special guest today.
Sayonara.
Thank you once again, everyone. I hope you have a good day or night wherever you are in the world, and have a good one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.